Well, hello again. Welcome to my channel. Alan retired in the Philippines. Today's topic is it safe living in the Philippines? Well, let's start out straight up by saying I don't want this to be a political issue. I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. I'm just me. I go strictly by the facts. Moving here, to me, I'm just going to tell you my personal experience. I'm 70 years old. I've seen a lot, been through a lot, been to different countries, been in the service, etc. And I want to tell you, moving here to the Philippines compared to the States is way, way much safer. I'm not going to get into exact details. Why? Because there's other topics I want to get into. But I will tell you that the violent crime rate is way down per capita compared to the States. You don't have these mass shootings and going into schools and people driving and killing people in the crowds and this and that. Theft is very high here because, well, there's a lot of poverty here, so that's expected in any country. But as far as safety, in that respect, yes, it is safe. But there's other factors involved. Example, I'm a new YouTube channel and trying to hit my 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours to make, a side hustle to make a few extra bucks so we can improve our home and everything. And my biggest tool is using AI, artificial intelligence. So, I go in there and ask lots of questions. And sometimes I'll drift off away from YouTube and get into other topics. There's a big concern about, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say it, but one of the close big countries, they're trying to take over a big portion of the West Philippine Sea. They've been harassing the Philippines by running their Coast Guard ships into fishing boats and supply boats. They're building artificial islands that they're militarizing. They're putting military equipment on and missiles. And I guess how the international law is that any country owns 200 nautical miles outside their country. Well, this country is coming in their economic zone or whatever you call it, exclusive zone. They're taking up the Philippines territory. They've been shooting laser lights on other Philippine Coast Guard boats, water cannons. They've been these ships have been colliding each other. They'll even collide other Coast Guard ships. The tension's getting up there. But I heard on the news there recently that this country wants. The U.S. comes over here and does military drills, and the U.S. has a defense treaty ever since World War II. The U.S. is committed to protect the Philippines in case of any foreign invasion. It's been that way for many years. So they hold military exercises here since there's a big rise tension and other countries trying to take their territory. And when the States came, they brought Typhoon missiles into this country, and they decided to leave them here. Well, the superpower country that's causing all the problems wants Philippines to remove them. And the Philippines says, well, if you stop harassing us and doing all this crazy stuff, we'll remove them. But I don't know. I guess they're after the natural resources like gas, oil. I guess it's billions of dollars worth in Philippines is their territory that they want. But anyhow, I won't ramble on about that. What I'm getting at is our current president is doing a massive tariff on lots of major countries. So I went into AI and I said, how does that affect the Philippines? And well, I got a long list how tariffs will really hurt the Philippines. And I'm there thinking, well, I don't know. So I started doing more search on YouTube about the tariffs and everything, and I got Canada's point of view, and I kind of stand up for Canada. I can understand the situation, why they're all upset about the 25% tariff, and Mexico. It's a big political issue. See, another way I wanted to make money. A friend of mine that lives in Baguio, he said I should invest in the stock market. I've always wanted to do that for years, and thinking, well, maybe that might be a good option too, instead of trying to make money on YouTube. But according to these tariffs, the stock market is going down. The world is very unstable. There's too much happening in this world right now. You got so many wars happening there. Israel and Palestinians and Russia and Ukraine, and the world is too unstable. The stock market's it's starting to go down. Everything is just too unstable, and we don't know what's going to happen to our economy, if it's going to go up or down. But from all the things that I've been seeing on the news, the prices is going to go up for everybody everywhere, and I'm tired of one president blaming another president for inflation, and inflation is all over the world. It's not controlled just by one man, but that's all these things that's happening all over the world. It affects the Philippines. Now, our current president said that in the past he was threatening about leaving, getting out of NATO because they're not paying their fair share or whatever. Well, I can understand that, but not leave NATO. Being involved with NATO gives protection all over the world. There's other ways of dealing with that. So that got me to thinking, with our current president, if he's willing to get out of NATO, is he still going to protect the Philippines? So that got me to thinking even more, like we're getting invaded by another country as it is, and our current president, I don't know if they're going to honor, the protection rule back in World War II to defend the Philippines, because I guess our current president wants money. You pay us, we'll help you. Well, Philippines is a poor country. I don't see how they're going to pay the U.S. to help defend. I don't understand how that. And Taiwan is, from where we live on northern Philippines, Taiwan is only a couple 100 miles away. This is up this way where most of the U.S. is building military bases to help protect Taiwan. I don't even know how our current president stand there on Taiwan. But that just got me to thinking, my God, is the Philippines really a safe place to live? Because this is the hot spot. World War III could start in this area between Taiwan and Philippines. Well, I guess I can say it. China is the biggest issue. And with the trade wars and tariff wars and everything, it just got me to thinking, how safe is it here? But I'm not moving back to the States. I'm here forever. So for the first time in my life, I'm there thinking, well, I see these prepping videos in case of natural disasters and this, that, and everything. So I start thinking seriously of becoming a prepper, so I start doing, you know, solar power on their house, get shortwave radio for communication, start growing our own food. My wife has a rice farm. Start being more independent for man-made or natural disaster. But anyhow, back on the topic. Years ago, I hear about the doomsday clock. Now, so I went back to AI and I typed in, where is the current time on the doomsday clock? And it said 89 seconds away from midnight. I go, what? Oh my God. It hasn't been this close since the Cuban Missile Crisis when Kennedy was president. So I typed in, well, what was it? What was the clock set at like 8 years ago? And they said 2 minutes and 30 minutes, or seconds, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So I type in, well, what happened between 2017 and now? And, it was, a lot of it was due to U.S. pulling out on their nuclear agreement, and North Korea doing nuclear tests and building missiles, and many other reasons. Like, my God, things are getting more worse than I realized. Anyhow, and I said, well, what are the biggest threats of this world? I typed back into AI, and it gave me a list, but I'll just tell you the three major ones, and I was shocking. One is nuclear war. Two, natural disasters like a meteor hitting the Earth that wiped out the dinosaur. That those are really big threats. And AI, artificial intelligence. I go, what? Here I am asking AI, what are the biggest threats, for humanity, in this world? And it was, like I said, it was nuclear war, massive meteors, and artificial intelligence. Oh my God. But both China and the U.S. are investing everything they can into artificial intelligence. How is this supposed to better the world when that's one of the biggest threats that could destroy the world? I guess they made movies about this, technology taking over. There's a lot of movies when we were younger that was science fiction that came true, at my age. I don't know if you remember Buck Rogers and all that, how they fly to the moon, and Space Wars, and the current ones with Star Wars, and Dick Tracy, he had a video phone that was all science fiction. Now, we all have video phones. There's a lot of things that was science fiction that are coming true. So who knows what's going to happen there with AI? So I guess the bottom line is, no matter where you live, the world is in threat. But, like with China trying to take over the 9-dash line area right here in the Philippines, and other countries, Taiwan, Malaysia, Vietnam, South Korea, that's a big issue. This is really close to home. You can run, but you can't hide. No matter what happens, this is going to happen. But, it just got me, excuse me, thinking about doing more prepping, because getting all these computer hacking from other countries, they can shut down the grid and do all kinds of stuff. Or I guess you got these nuclear bombs now that they can explode up in the air, and all your electronics will go out. You can't drive your car, there'll be no electric, and this and that and everything. I wonder if that'll work after solar. I have to research that. But anyhow, I think for the first time in my life, I used to laugh at preppers, but now I can understand why. I think that might be a good idea to go, start a piggery and more chickens and grow our own food, and who knows what's going to happen in the future, because I don't know. I love to hear your opinion on this. No, I'm not being paranoid or an alarmist. I'm always an optimist, no matter what. But, like I said, I'm 70 and I've been around, and there's so many red flags and how the world is getting worse. And it's scary, it's hard just sitting back doing nothing. At least I can try to take care of myself and my wife and protect our home and survive if anything does happen. I see nothing wrong with that. I pray that nothing does, but you don't want to wait until it's too late. But just something to think about, because I know there's a lot of you that are looking forward to come to the Philippines to retire. It's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful country. The people are fantastic. It still is a good place, but you might want to do some research. Do what your heart feels. Do what you think is right. Try not to ignore the red flags and what's happening in this world. Make your own decisions. I'd like to hear your comments on all this. It's just something to think about. Okay, well, this is completely off my usual videos. It'll probably hurt my algorithm. But I figure that the topic is more important than, my algorithm on my YouTube. We'll just let it go for now. And in the future, we'll be doing live streams. I finally started to figure that out. And maybe we can talk about this topic on our first live stream, because I love to hear other people's opinions, because I love learning, and we all can learn together what the heck, we can do about this. And I don't know, just pray something will work out for everybody. Okay, stay safe, stay alert, and I hope to talk with you again. Bye.